Welcome back. In this lesson, we're going to learn how you can ask for permission to speak casually or give permission to someone else to speak casually. So when you're friends with someone, you might start feeling that you would be more comfortable speaking casually with them. And if you both feel like this, when used appropriately, casual speech can have a friendly feel. And it's common for one person to ask the other if it's okay to speak casually. This is also common between people who are different ages and who normally would not be able to speak casually. So to start speaking casually with someone else, it's appropriate to ask first. Let's learn a few ways that you can ask for permission to speak more casually. First of all, even when you're given permission to speak more casually toward an older friend, this doesn't mean that you should speak completely casually toward them. There are still some things that you should avoid even when speaking casually toward an older friend. And it's common to still only use friendly sounding casual speech. So here are some things you should do to sound friendly toward an older friend. First of all, avoid using 너 to say you, even if you're close. Instead, use words such as 형, 오빠, 누나, or 언니. Also note that how you call your friend in the end is up to each relationship. In addition, you might also consider switching back to polite speech, for example, the yo form, when you're both around other people who you're not acquainted with. These other people might not know your relationship, and it might appear as if you're disrespecting your older friend by speaking casually toward them, even if you have permission. So once you become closer with someone else, whether they're the same age as you, or older, or younger, you might want to ask them to speak more casually, and you can do that by making phrases with these three verbs. 말 놓다, to put down one's words. 말 편하게 하다, to speak comfortably. Or 반말하다, to speak casually. And here are a few examples of these verbs used in phrases. 우리 말 놓을까요? Shall we put down our words? 말 편하게 할까요? Shall we speak comfortably? 말 편하게 해도 될까요? Could we speak comfortably? 말 편하게 해도 돼요? Can we speak comfortably? 반말해도 돼요? Can we speak casually? What about in a relationship where one person's older and already speaking casually toward the other friend? Well, in that case, the older friend might also want the younger friend to speak casually as well. So here's how that can work. 말 놓아도 돼. You can lower your speech. 우리 말 놓을까? Shall we put down our words? 우리 말 놓자. Let's lower our speech. 말 편하게 해도 돼. You can speak comfortably. 말 편하게 할까? Shall we speak comfortably? 말 편하게 해. Speak comfortably. But before that even happens, typically there will be two friends of a different age, and they will both be speaking politely toward each other. So in those cases, the younger friend will usually first ask the older friend to speak casually toward them. So here's how that works. This is because the younger person may want a closer relationship with the older person, even if they themselves are still speaking politely to the other friend. Here are a few examples of how to tell an older friend to speak casually. 말 놓으셔도 돼요. It's okay if you put down your speech. 말 편하게 하세요. Please speak comfortably. 말 편하게 하셔도 돼요. It's okay if you speak comfortably. Now, online can be a bit different, and usually a chat room or a community will indicate clearly how it wants its users to interact with each other. Some chat rooms may require its users to all speak casually to each other, as if everyone were close friends. Some people may jokingly refer to this style of speaking as 예쁜 반말, pretty casual speech. Note that this word is not an official term. Here are some things you should do when speaking like this. First, avoid using 너 to say you, even if you're close. Second, use their names or usernames instead of words such as 형, 오빠, 누나, or 언니. Remember, those are for friends who are older than you. And third, avoid using strong exclamations, such as saying "ya" or swears, unless that would match the feeling of the chat room or community. Overall, the most important part of this style of speech is that everyone is considered to be equal, so nobody should speak down or up to anyone else. Alright, I have a few notes for this lesson, but first let's do a listening practice. Here, two friends are speaking and the younger friend asks the older friend if they can speak more casually to them. 형, 말 편하게 하세요. 형, so to the older friend, speak casually or speak comfortably. 그럴까요? Shall I? Notice that since they were both speaking politely, this sentence here is also still polite. 그럼 같이 말 놓자. Then let's lower our speech together. So let's both speak casually. 응, okay. 형은 밥 먹었어? Did you, 형, eat? Even though now they're both speaking casually, the younger friend is still respecting his older friend by saying 형. 아니, 아직 안 먹었어. No, I didn't eat yet. 먹으러 갈까? Shall we go eat? 그래, yeah. 저기가 맛집이래. I heard, or literally they say, over there is a good restaurant. The word 맛집 is any restaurant that has really good food.
형, 말 편하게 하세요. 그럴까요? 그럼 같이 말 놓자. 응? 형은 밥 먹었어? 아니, 아직 안 먹었어. 먹으러 갈까? 그래, 저기가 맛집이래.
Before we go on to our notes, try to solve these quick quiz questions on your own. You can pause the video here and resume it when you're ready for the answers. Here are the answers. The first question is false. Once you become close with someone, it's automatically assumed that you should speak casually with them. It's not assumed, and you would still need to ask. The second question is also false. Only a younger person should ask an older person to speak casually, never the older person. While typically the younger person will ask first, there's no requirement. And the third question is true. Even if an older friend gives you permission to speak casually, this doesn't mean you should speak completely casually. In some situations, the younger person might reluctantly agree, out of pressure, to speak casually after being asked by the older person, even though they would prefer not to. So if you are the older person, be extra mindful of how the younger person might feel when asked to speak casually. And understand that not all friendships need to use casual speech. Some people may simply feel uncomfortable using it. Alright, so in this lesson we learn how we can ask other people to speak casually as well as how to give permission. And in the next lesson we're going to talk about the remaining 3 politeness levels that we haven't discussed so far. So thanks for watching and I'll see you again in the next lesson. 그럼 다음에 또 봐!